everyone. Welcome to Mental Health Bites with Dr. Judy. In this podcast, I'll discuss a timely topic in psychology, answer one of your burning questions, and leave you with a practical tip so that you can improve your mental wellness every single day. Let's jump right into the topic of the day. Today, we're going to be talking about a often misunderstood idea, and that is the disorganized attachment style. If you or anyone you know have ever felt stuck in the push-pull of wanting to connect, but also fearing at the same time, or if chaos seems to follow in your relationships, your career, and your life in general, then today's episode is for you. We'll discuss where disorganized attachment comes from, how it develops, and the ways it shows up in adulthood. And stick around for a listener Q&A about disorganized attachment and self-confidence. And I also have a powerful practical tip you can use to begin healing, even if you don't struggle with disorganized attachment. So let's start with how disorganized attachment develops. This attachment style often forms during childhood in response to inconsistent or even frightening parenting. Imagine being a child whose caregiver is both a source of comfort and a source of fear. A parent who is loving one moment, but harshly critical or physically aggressive the next. A caregiver who neglects the child emotionally, dismissing their needs, then unexpectedly demands closeness. Parents who exhibit chaotic behavior, perhaps due to their own unresolved trauma, mental health challenges, or substance use. Dr. Mary Ainsworth's famous Strange Situation study highlighted how children with disorganized attachment behave in ambiguous and conflicted ways. In the study, infants were observed when separated from and reunited with their caregivers. Disorganized children often froze, appeared confused, or approached their caregiver hesitantly, as if unsure whether they would receive comfort or punishment. This unpredictability causes the child to live in a state of constant fight or flight. Their brains become wired to scan for threats even when no immediate danger exists. Over time, this leads to deep-seated fear, mistrust, and confusion about relationships. In my book, The New Rules of Attachment, I talked about disorganized attached individuals as surveillance specialists. And that really describes the way that they move about life. They're always scanning for threat, wondering if something's going to get them. And even when people are being nice to them, they always wonder if there's a hidden angle. And I realized through my research and working with patients with disorganized attachment that generally there are 4 prototypical self-statements that tend to characterize their core beliefs. And you may find that certain statements apply more to you than others, but I'd like to tell you what they are so you can see which ones seem to resonate most. First, I deserve to suffer. This belief often stems from early experiences where children felt like they were to blame for their caregiver's anger or neglect. In personal relationships, it might lead to tolerating toxic behavior from others, such as staying in an abusive friendship or partnership. In the workplace, it could manifest as declining promotions or opportunities, feeling unworthy of success. Second self-statement, I hate you, don't leave me. This reflects the fear of abandonment paired with anger towards those who get too close. In romantic relationships, it might show up as intense jealousy or frequent arguments to test the partner's loyalty, followed by a desperate attempt to reconcile. Third self-statement, I can't control my emotions. This stems from a chaotic childhood environment, and this statement reflects struggles with emotion regulation. A person might overreact to minor conflicts with loved ones or act impulsively at work, such as quitting a job after a single disagreement. Fourth self-statement, my life is in constant chaos. The sense of instability is often a direct echo of their childhood environment. In adulthood, this might look like chronic procrastination, juggling too many commitments, or being unable to create routines that support long-term goals. As adults, people with disorganized attachment may experience challenges in their personal relationships, vacillating between wanting closeness and pushing people away. For example, they may cancel plans with a friend out of fear of rejection, even though they actually want that connection. Jealousy and mistrust in relationships are common, even in safe and stable relationships. In romantic partnerships, people may experience this I hate you, don't leave me dynamic if you're in a relationship with somebody with disorganized attachment. They may pick fights to test their partner's loyalty or withdraw emotionally, fearing that intimacy will lead to abandonment. In their work life, people with disorganized attachment oftentimes are hypervigilant. And of course, that creates workplace stress. They might overanalyze colleagues' feedback, interpreting constructive criticism as personal attacks. They might struggle to delegate tasks, fearing that they can't trust others to get things done. Also, in reaching goals, self sabotage often derails progress. And self sabotage is quite common with people who have unresolved attachment issues, and especially when they are disorganized attached. So, they might avoid opportunities for growth in general because they don't feel like they deserve good things. And impulsivity can lead to inconsistent effort. So, they may take two steps forward and then two steps back in a lot of their goals. According to research in the Journal of Personality Disorders, individuals with disorganized attachment are at a higher risk for anxiety, depression, and substance use issues. Of course, these challenges can compound, and that leads to ongoing difficulties in their relationship and professional life. But the good news is people can heal from insecure attachment styles, even disorganized attachment style. I feel like this one gets a bad rep and people often misunderstand it. They think that these individuals are so challenging and difficult to work with. But the truth is, if the person has awareness and takes the time to heal and applies evidence-based strategies, they can develop secure attachment at any age and stage in life. Let's move on now to the Q&A of the day. So today's listener question comes from Chelsea. And Chelsea says, Dr. Judy, I realize I might have disorganized attachment. It feels like I'm constantly second guessing myself at work and struggling with productivity. How does disorganized attachment impact self-confidence, and how can I start to rebuild it? What an insightful question, Chelsea. Thank you so much. Disorganized attachment can significantly undermine self-confidence because it instills a core belief that you're unworthy of trust or success. This might cause you to procrastinate, over-prepare, or avoid taking risks, all of which can harm productivity. So, to start rebuilding self confidence, first identify your patterns. Keep a journal of situations where your self doubt arises and write down what you think triggers those feelings. Second, challenge negative thoughts. When you notice a thought like, I can't do this, replace it with an evidence based affirmation like, I've succeeded in similar tasks before and I can handle this. Notice that thought is balanced. It's not just overly rosy. It's basically just saying, hey, I have experienced that I've been able to do this at another time. And even if it feels difficult now, I can do that again. And third, seek small wins. Break tasks into manageable steps and celebrate each accomplishment to rebuild your sense of competence. I hope that you can try that and see how it goes. And I think it'll provide you with a really good foundation to heal the self confidence struggles that you have from your insecure attachment style. And now I'm going to move on to a practical tip that you should also practice. And anybody who's listening, even if you don't have disorganized attachment, this is going to benefit you as well. So today's practical tip is the safe space visualization. This powerful exercise helps calm the fight or flight response often triggered in people with disorganized attachment. But even if disorganized attachment isn't your style, safe space visualization can benefit anyone. In fact, it's one of the first therapeutic techniques I learned when I was training in my doctoral program. For people with secure attachment, it helps manage everyday stress, enhance focus, and creates a mental reset during overwhelming moments. And if your attachment style is anxious or avoidant, it strengthens your emotion regulation and promotes self-compassion. So, for example, imagine preparing for a big presentation. Safe space visualization can ground you, helping you to perform with clarity and confidence. Research has shown that visualization techniques like these improve resilience and reduce anxiety, making it a tool for everyone, regardless of attachment style. So here's how we're going to do it. First step is to find a quiet place. Set aside 5 to 10 minutes where you won't be disturbed. The second step is to start taking deep breaths. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, and exhale for 6 counts. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, calming your body. Step 3, visualize your safe space. Picture a place that makes you feel completely secure and at ease. This could be a cozy room, a peaceful forest, or even a childhood memory where you felt happy and cared for. Next, you're going to engage your senses. What do you see, hear, smell, and feel in this space? If it's a beach, imagine the sound of waves, the salty air, and the warmth of the sun on your skin. And anchor to the moment. Picture yourself fully immersed in this space, free from worry or judgment. Step 4, use affirmations. Repeat calming phrases like, I am safe, I am capable, I can handle this moment. And lastly, transition back. When you're ready, open your eyes slowly and carry the sense of calm into your present moment. I really hope that technique helps you, so definitely try it out and let me know how it goes. Thanks everyone for tuning in today to Mental Health Bites with me. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, there's plenty more where that came from. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon so you never miss an update. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and leave a comment below with your thoughts or any questions you have. Also, feel free to share this video with your friends and family who might find it useful. Stay tuned for more helpful content, and until then, take care of your mental health.